I've always been a fan of videos, pretty much grew up on YouTube, watching, music videos, concerts, sports highlights. But I really got my start making videos in high school. My junior year, a ton of my friends were on our school newspaper and video announcements team. And I had never made a video before, but I figured it'd be fun. I mean, I get to spend all day with my friends, so why not? And we were making videos every single week, filming football games, basketball games, making little skits and making news pieces about things happening at my school. But the first real big video I got to do was during my senior year of high school. I had done this documentary over my Uncle Dink. He's this graffiti artist living out in Denver now. And at the time, that was by far the coolest thing I'd gotten to do. We had a giant watch party in downtown Kansas City, and all my friends and family came, and it was awesome. And so I used that money to buy my first camera, this small A6300 camera. And I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I mean, you could shoot 120 frames per second. It was my first real camera. After high school, I enrolled at the University of Missouri at the J School there. And that's when I really got my start in this industry. That first year, I became a photographer for Tigo Sports, taking photos of all the Chiefs home games. Driving 2 hours home to film a game and driving 2 hours back to school to make it to class the next day. And I became a student assistant for Mizzou Athletics, filming football games, basketball games, and editing videos for all the teams. And that year, I learned a lot about the craft and storytelling. I got to work under Oscar Monteroso, who believed in me enough to put me on an NFL field, taught me a lot about cameras, and really helped me become a professional. And I got to learn under RJ Layton, who really taught me the importance of storytelling. He let me really become a part of the Mizzou basketball team, and I think that was crucial in me wanting to tell the stories, just beyond them just being a basketball player, beyond the court, as a person that they are. Which brings me to today. I'm a live content correspondent for the NFL, covering the Chiefs' home games, playoff games, even this past year's Super Bowl. And I'm a junior creative for Fresh State Media. I'm honestly really grateful that I'm able to do something that I love as a career. I mean, it's opened so many doors for me. I've been able to meet so many different people, and it's all just because of this camera. And I really have to thank Fresh State for a lot of these opportunities. I mean, I've only picked up a camera a few years ago, and they've given me so many opportunities that I didn't think I was worthy of. But I think that's what Jared and Fresh State do really well. They see what you're capable of, they see what you aspire to do, and they just propel you forward. I have a ton of influences. I think my style is really influenced by music videos, especially guys like Cole Bennett, Bad Bunny. Just the style of their music videos are super influential to me. And even content creator guys like Gibson Hazard, Gunnar Stahl, I feel like they're really putting film and 3D work into the forefront of media nowadays. I even started to bring this little film camera to a couple of the Chiefs games this year, just being inspired by what they do. I even brought it to the Super Bowl this year too. And as far as storytelling goes, I mean, I'm a big fan of the Players Tribune and Uninterrupted. Just the way that they tell a player's story, their passions, just beyond the field, beyond the game is something that I'd really want to be a part of one day. As for my mentors, I really have to give thanks to the Fresh State family. My friend and I were lucky enough to intern with them the summer after my sophomore year. They all welcomed us with open arms. Everyone at Fresh State, they're so hardworking, they're the best at what they do, and they're also just really fun to be around. They know when it's time to work and when it's time to have fun. So I really have to thank everyone, Jared, Max, Avalon, Alana, just for all of that, and for all the Taco Tuesdays. And I really have to shout out, Brendan Minter, David Kushner, Billy Quall, and a couple of the guys who have gotten to me in this industry, really helped me out, answering all my questions, and helping me get better. I'm not 100% sure on what I want to do in the future, but having just finished The Last Dance, I feel like that'd be something I'd really want to be a part of. I just love the whole style, behind the scenes, and all the storylines they were able to showcase, 20 years later. And also just the cultural phenomenon that they made with this documentary. I'd also love to work with a lot more artists and musicians too. I love to film Coachella or Rolling Loud, or even make more of those documentaries like I did about my uncle when I was 16. Just telling those artists' stories, just beyond their bodies of work. If I had to give one piece of advice, I would probably just say to reach out, send that DM, send that email. A lot of the jobs I've been able to get have been through just reaching out. And even in life too, just reach out, ask to join a video announcement team. I mean, you never know where it might lead you. I just want to give thanks to Fresh State for letting me tell my story, and hopefully I can inspire anybody who watches this.